Hey, Andrew here. So I'm gonna make a short little video for you on how to do SEO. So you can do SEO keyword research yourself. You can do it a lot faster. And I'm just gonna pick an electrician. Let's say you're an electrician in Pasadena. So we're gonna go with that. And I'm gonna show you a cool new Google Sheet that I just created that's gonna make your life way easier. So let's get into it.
All right, let's start our keyword research journey. So you're an electrician and you're in Pasadena and you want to have your website rank. You want to have more people looking at it, calling you. All right, so here's what I would do. So first, go to Google and type something like this in, like electrician Pasadena or Pasadena electrician, assuming you're in Pasadena. All right. And then the next thing is we want to find your competitors' websites because those are going to be the places to get the low-hanging fruit, so to speak, of keywords. I'm just going to scroll down. And by the way, this is called the Google Business Profile. If you haven't heard of it, if you're not on it, I would definitely suggest getting on it. But let's continue our journey. So we go down, we see some directories. Wouldn't be a bad idea to be on those. All right, this is our first organic website that's popped up. So what I'm going to do is I don't even have to open it. I'm just going to copy the link address. And now you probably would need a tool to do this. You could probably get away with like Google Keyword Planner. So if you get a Google Ads account, you can set it up. Uh, you'll probably have to start a campaign. It'll just force you to, but you can just pause it and then you could use the Google Keyword Planner. But if you don't mind paying a little bit, then I would just get a tool like this. This is probably one of the more affordable keyword research tools you can get. It's called SpyFu. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to SEO research and then I'm just going to pop that URL in. So that's your competitor. Now let's take a look. Okay, so we got a few keywords it looks like it's ranking for, but let's take a look, right? What keywords do we want? All right, Pasadena electrician, that looks pretty good. Volume 70, electrician in Pasadena. Okay, so I'm not going to select everything, but I think you kind of get the idea. You go through it and you look at things like, do you do subpaneling? Then maybe that's a good idea. Over here, right here, this is a volume. So when it says 70, that means 70 people per month approximately are typing this in into search. This is like, what this particular website is ranking for that. So, good job for them. They're ranking for Pasadena electrician, which we just saw. But what we do is we come down here, we grab the keywords that are relevant to you. Now, okay, let's take a look at this name again. It is Pro Electrician Pasadena. So we probably don't want this one because this is probably just a keyword for their particular brand. It might not be, but just something to keep in mind. If you see something that says Pro Electrician Pasadena, then it might be their brand name and not something you want to rank for. Uh, but anyways, let's just pick a few more. Um, Local electrician Pasadena. Okay, that's good for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say export selected, export as CSV. All right, so that just put that in my downloads. So there's a little spreadsheet with all of this data in my Finder, okay? Now, just to, make this a little bit more realistic, I'm gonna look at a few more kind of keywords. So let's open this up real quick and see if what kind of services they have. So, okay, electrical wiring. So I'm gonna just kind of put in here, let's not do that one, pardon me, let's do includes wiring and then apply, and let's see what kind of keywords we get. Okay, not a lot of volume here. You kind of want to go for higher volume stuff, not always, but generally. But that's a good one right there. Can add some of those, I suppose. I'm going to export that selected. All right. And now what other services are there? Let's see. Light installation. Okay, so let's try light. So I'm doing this so we get like different groups of keywords so you can understand how I do the keyword research. Oh, let's just do light. There we go. Otherwise it would have been wiring and light, right? So we just want to have keywords about light from this particular site. Lighting stores, no. Pasadena lighting. Yeah, that might work. Oh, outdoor lighting electrician. There we go. Pasadena lights, electrician, outdoor lighting. Ooh, that's good. Okay, let's say that's good. All right. Okay, export a CSV. What else can we do? Another thing that I would recommend is going to keyword research. And now let's type in, go to related keywords, type in electrician, Pasadena. Okay. All right, let's see what it gives us. So we're just saying, okay, for this keyword that we popped into Google, we want this keyword research tool to tell us what other related keywords are out there, with this one. So I think we already had that one. New construction, that looks like a new one. New construction electricians. By the way, this KD, that means keyword difficulty. So it's a scale of 0 to 100, I believe. So 37, it's mildly difficult. This is a little easier, so I think you get the idea. Let's take a few more. Licensed electrician. Licensed electrician in Pasadena. Electrician outdoor Pasadena, California. Okay. So I think that's good for now. That'll give us all we need to understand the concepts. So now we have, a lot of, typically what I would do is I would create a project, but this is just, to explain really quick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all this wonderful stuff and we're going to put it into a spreadsheet. So just get, your spreadsheet out. And I'm going to give you the template to this one I'm using. So this first part is just blank, right? There's nothing special. The second part is special because it has this formula here. So what it's going to do is after we pop in our information, it's going to make it all nice and clean, all right? So let's see how that works. So I'm going to go to File, Import, and now I'm going to grab those things. So let's go to Uploads. All right. So let's see, this looks like what I want. Was it 3? Is it going to let me choose more than one? That'd be cool. That's not going to do it. All right, that's no worries. We'll just do it one at a time. And I can speed this video up for you, no worries. So, and then we go to append to current sheet. So we don't want to create a new spreadsheet. We just want to stick with the original sheet we have. So we're going to just append to current sheet and import data. Easy peasy. All right, now what you do is you click that cell right after the end, and then you just do it again. So we come here, import, upload, browse, and we're going to find this next one, 2. Yep, there we go. And no, we're not going to create a new spreadsheet. We're going to append. Great. Now we can get rid of this row. I right click and then I click delete row. Okay. Doing great, people. Now we're going to go to upload, browse. Going to go to this one. Okay. And you guessed it, append to current sheet. Great. All right. Looking good. So what do we care about here? I don't care about rank. So I'm just going to delete that column. What I do care about, I don't care about this either. So delete that. What I do care about is ranking difficulty, search volume, and none of this other stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete all that. So how did I do that? I clicked here. Let me walk you through this. So I clicked here, and then I dragged, and then I held the shift button, and then I left clicked, look, and that's it. And now I right click, I say delete columns, and there you have it. So now we have exactly what we need: search volume, ranking difficulty. We don't need this. And then we have the keyword. Just 3 rows, nice and easy, okay? So now what I want to do is I'm going to add another to the left. So what I did is I left clicked at the top, right click, insert left column, and do the same, another column. We're going to call this groups, and we're going to call this categories. Okay. So there's going to be keywords that are so similar, they should just be in the same group. For example, these two. So let's just say they're in the same group. So we got electrician, wiring, a house. Electrician, house, wiring. I'd say that's the same thing. Okay. And that's it. All right, now we got outdoor lighting. So let's make a group for that. Another outdoor lighting. Okay. Pasadena lighting. Let's say outdoor lighting there too. And then Pasadena electrician. So there we go. Local electrician. That might be a slightly different one. Installing sub panel. That's also different. Pasadena electricians. And we're done. So we've just grouped all of these together. But to make it look nice and clean, what do we do? So we're gonna just come here. So click here, left click, and then hold shift, click again. Actually, pardon me, let's click here and then hold shift, click again. And then we're gonna go to data, create a filter, and then we're gonna filter on these and just say sort A to Z, and then that groups them all together. Wonderful. All right, now we're gonna have categories. So for this, let's say this is the like wiring service. That's category because it's all about wiring. Boom, boom, boom. And let's say sub panel service right there. This one, local electrician, I think that's going to fall under, you could just make it a Pasadena electrician thing. So Pasadena electrician, let's just say that is a service area Pasadena. Yeah, because that would be something you'd have for a service area page. So we'll just say that. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I'm just going to change this to Pasadena electrician. There we go. All right, outdoor lighting. So outdoor lighting service, and that'll be the other category. And this will all make sense in a second. If you don't know why I'm doing this, don't worry. So let me just organize these again because this is up here and it should be grouped with these. So instead of just clicking from there to there, I'm going to click from here to here, and then I'm going to do the filter thing again. Let's remove the filter, add a new one. And now we are going to filter on this again, A to Z, wonderful. Great, so I did a little bit of cleanup on these keywords here that we just looked up. So these are all, services, and then we have service area kind of keywords, right? So it has the name of the place and the kind of service that you offer. So Pasadena, and the service is lighting. Pasadena, and the service is you're an electrician. So just wanted to clean that up here. Now, here's the really cool thing. So once you have all this filled in, you come here to sitemap keywords, and this is the tool that I created with the help of AI. All right. So this is the thing that's doing the heavy lifting, right? You don't have to understand that. It's okay. Now, how does it work? What we want to do is create a sitemap using these that helps us visualize what's happening. So over here on the right, I have FigJam, and I've used a mind map. And to do that, to get the mind map, you just type mind map and click that button and you'll get it. And then you can start, creating little offshoots if you want to. Now I'm just this is a very basic site. So 404 page, legal pages, and then you can have services and service areas like we had in the categories. Now, how do we, lay this all out? Now imagine you don't have just, 4 keywords, right? Let's say you have hundreds of keywords. The thing is, we want to be able to order them in terms of their volume. So let's say this is, 300 volume, then we have 200, and then we have 600. This is what you don't want. You don't want to have to move stuff around after the fact. And if you have hundreds of keywords, you'll know immediately why that is. It's a pain, right? Like scrolling up to the right place to find it when you have like, hundreds of nodules and stuff. So you want it to be prepared at the beginning. But you know what my tool does? It prepares it right at the beginning. So you have these two services, right? So we'd be in services. This number is above this number, right? That's more. And likewise, so for service areas in Pasadena, we have this number is higher than this number. So when you go to enter it in, it's all going to be in order. Isn't that awesome? So how do we enter it in? I'm just going to use a method that this guy named Kevin Geary taught me. So let's say, so this is a service and it's installing the subpanel, right? So let's get that. And by the way, this is a page. This is a page of your website. This is your home page. This is kind of more of like a just a way for us to understand what these pages are about. So this doesn't have to be an actual page, but this is a page. All right. So this could just be like a menu label, and then you could click on this, like a link to this to get to this page. So just to like explain what I'm talking about. Now we're going to take the total volume and put it in here, like so. And then we have difficulty is 22. Wonderful. And there's one. And then the next one. So I'm just going to motor through this right there. All right. Great. So we got our two services. All right. So now for service areas, what's so great about these is you could be in Alaska. And if you wanted to rank for a city in Australia with a service area page, you have the possibility of ranking in Australia with a service area page. It's not the same with a Google Business Profile. Google Business Profiles are usually tied to a particular area. So you're only going to get coverage for that area. With a Google Business Profile, with service area pages, you can pretty much conquer the world. Okay, so let's enter those in. So we got one here, Pasadena Electrician, and that is a keyword. See, pretty straightforward. And you just go down the list. There's no having to organize these. It's really nice. Great. And now let's do the last one. This is another service area page. So Pasadena Lighting. And it's a service area because you have the area and the service. Okay. Great. So now, like, let's say you have hundreds of pages on here, right? And you want to decide, when do I start what page? Well, if you look here, look how much volume is there versus here. So it's kind of like, yeah, I might want to start this first, right? Because it has so much volume, especially this. This makes way more sense, right? Because it has way more volume than this. And it's also less difficult according to the tool, right? So definitely want to start that. This is like maybe more of a toss-up because look, it's like a little bit competitive to rank for that versus this. But still, it could still be worth it if you're, aggressive, you're making a lot of pages, you're getting backlinks and all that kind of stuff. Now let's, briefly look at, some blog ideas. So if we come back to, let's say, let's go to the keyword tool. I just typed in electricity bill and look for something. And you can see average electric bill, volume. Yeah, let's click volume because I want to make sure we're getting the highest. Okay, highest to lowest, so we can focus on the big, the ones that get a lot of attention. So I'm going to say let's go with average electric bill. That would be a good blog post, I think. A little bit hard to rank for, but if you get ranked for it, it'd be great. So where are we going to put that? Let's put that back in here. Okay. So in the blog, we'll have this, and it'll be 8.547. 8.5K, 47. Let's clean it up. All right. And then what else can we say? I think there was a calculator. Yes, electric bill calculator 1.820. All right. And so there we have like a very simple structure. So again, this is a Kevin Geary thing. He suggested that we have blog posts and stuff on the left side, and then these other page on the right. You can do it however you want, but this is just kind of how I'm doing it. So yeah, and of course, if you're looking for blog posts, I would use this tool here, like have them all in here and then have this organize it, because otherwise you're going to have the issue of having to move stuff around, which is not fun, believe me. With very, very large sitemaps, it's not fun. So this is looking good. This has more volume than this, hence why it's on top.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want the Google Sheet, go ahead in the description below and grab it. There's a link down there. Also, please like the video. It really helps my channel out and just makes it so more people can see all this great stuff. And subscribe if you really dig this material. Cheers.